Many people think that the majority of paranormal and scary events occur at 3 a.m. and, according to these videos' evidence, it may be better to simply go to sleep earlier. Number 11. Even though Bro's Got Game, a YouTuber, believes his local graveyard is spooked, the only way to discover is to catch a friend and record there at 3 a.m. They haven't even made it into the main courtyard when they hear something coming close.
But if you guys see anything that... What was that?
Smoke.
Despite the fact that there are not any flames at any point in the video, smoke conforms to them throughout their investigation. They catch a broken rope suspended from a gnarled old tree after following a dirt path for a while. I feel quite obvious that it must have snapped under someone's weight, even though I'm not sure where they are. A short time later, one of them feels something seize their arm and rushes out. And I am certain that it is a wise decision. Number 10. Just Cryptic, a YouTuber, is on a mission to fully discover an abandoned school that is about to collapse. Take a look at how close he comes to falling through the floor without even realizing it.
Oh, snap.
Honestly, dude, I have the best.
Dude, look at that. Look at that
Hard drop, bro.
He doesn't realize how extensive the crack is until he's well past it. Rubble on the floor may keep hidden more holes of the same size or larger, making no step truly safe. Less well still, they keep hearing noises that get closer and closer until something is in the same room as them. They all come to a halt and slowly turn around. Even though it's not bright enough to tell for sure, they swear they notice a hooded figure in the shadows for 10 seconds. Please let me know if you were able to join us. Were this a person watching him, they would choose to remain in the far corner until Just Cryptic slowly goes back and leaves. Number 9. When a group of friends listens to a woman yelling for help, and make up their minds to look inside the house late at night. They walk in and look around attempting to find the woman. Soon after, the cameraman notices that their female companion is no longer with them, and as they proceed upstairs, they notice her being dragged into a room. Although they attempt to return downstairs, someone appears to be possessed in their path. With the group hemmed in the house, they are eventually picked off one by whatever was inside. The group was never watched again according to the footage. Their reactions appear to be quite matter-of-fact, but I haven't been able to discover any additional information about the incident, so I'm unsure whether this is real or a spoof. Number 8. Exploring with Eric, a YouTube channel, looks forward to until 3 a.m. to have a conversation with the other side at a cemetery in Japan. He erects the spirit box and awaits contact. They quickly become aware of the presence of a lonely ghost, and a single word appears on their equipment. This spirit appears to be aware of its surroundings and knows exactly where it is.
Japan. It's the Japan.
It's Japan.
The spirit box will go on chirping out static until the waves clear and this phrase is heard. What they're probably envious of is the fact that Eric is still alive. Although they should probably go away from now, inquisitiveness forces them to stay until the camera goes out of focus, almost as if someone is very close, perhaps even in front of them, and I think I hear the name Eric spoken in a thick Japanese accent. More spirits appear to discover Eric, and by the end of the video, an unsighted congregation has brought about all around him, surrounded by hushed threats and regretful whispers. I believe this video is genuine because the spirit box only receives a brief burst of activity before concluding with a chorus of voices. Number 7. In the middle of the night, two friends get up in a gruesome grey shed to see who is the most courageous. They hear a swift soaring motion on the other side of the wall. They're standing by around 3 a.m., followed by some white orbs.
Pretty fucking creepy. Was that you?
No.
Was that you?
No.
The door closes with a bang at the back of them as they go outside to probe. Aside from one problem, there's no door, and there has never been.
What the f, man?
Even though they are both terrified by this point, neither wants to be the first to leave, so they return inside. After that, as they are getting up in the center of the room, talking about a young girl who is said to haunt this place, they hear the noise again, this time coming from the far corner.
Girl, yeah, whatever. Oh, what the nah, what the
At this point, as they both flee, courageousness is the final thing in their memories. Number 6. HOLYWALKERS, a ghost hunting channel, is discovering an abandoned building at 3 a.m. to capture some spirits on video. The primary thing they see is a bike which is thrown away and a pile of clothing in the front yard, indicating that either people live in this building or something extremely frightening occurred here. Even though they continue to believe they hear voices, nothing is captured on video. However, they do record a noise that sounds like a firework or a shot.
What was that?
I believe the sound is magical because it is difficult to pinpoint its correct location, implying that it is remaining energy from a negative event. After they are seeking, they come across a discarded round on the floor. They notice another phantom shot and all flee while they are giving thought to what happened here. It is possible that someone was attempting to scare them away, or something seriously paranormal was present. Number 5. In India, Kaushal Singh is carrying on a stunt known as the dry bones ritual. For those unfamiliar, this is where you summon a demonic spirit that will attempt to pursue you in your own home. You are spared if you can run away without being discovered. But first, you must obtain the spirit's permission to play. Kaushal must first light a match to do this, and if it remains lit for 15 seconds, he may continue. The match, as you can see, prolongs expressly 15 seconds.
13, 14, 15.
It seems that Kaushal gets the demon's attention now, and he may keep going. The next step is to take the presence of the demon on board and invite it to play. Please see this section and let me know if you would be courageous enough to say this 3 times in the dark by candlelight, because I assume I'd dare.
I am aware of your presence, and I welcome you into my house. Come now.
Hours go by in the dark until there are only 30 minutes until 3 a.m. when he will be safe. But, just as he starts to have a suspicion of the ritual, he is discovered. At that time, even though you're supposed to flee the house as quickly as possible, Kaushal is not courageous enough to move. He goes wrong when remaining still and the candle goes out. Let me know whether you believe this is the work of a spirit or not. Number 4. When Dre Natum, a YouTuber from Jamaica, is going back home on foot at 3 a.m., he starts to be anxious about what might happen to him at such a late hour, so he begins recording a video to get himself to feel safer. Except for the infrequent street lamp, the road he's on is completely dark for the duration of the video. Few people are able to do many good things at this hour, and each passing car fills him with dread. Dre notices something watching him from afar after marching through the night for a while. He revolves around and thinks he sees something, but it doesn't appear on camera. Please let me know if you discover anything in the distance under the street lamps.
So where I come from? What's that?
Soon after, he listens to a pack of stray dogs barking from afar.
I'm so scared.
Even though they appear to be closing in on him, it's impossible to tell how many there are or how near they are because he's now running away down the darkest part of the road. He doesn't have a yen for tripping over something and break his ankle while running full speed in the pitch black night, so he's too slow, and they eventually catch up to him. Fortunately, the dogs are too small to do much of anything, but that doesn't prevent them from scaring him. He eventually gathers himself and makes it the rest of the way home. Number 3. At 3 a.m., a YouTuber named The Legends TV is discovering a tunnel when he notices a stenciled message on the wall. It seems to be a tirade about someone who no longer wants to take their medicine or live in a hospital, possibly written by someone who ran away from an institution and now lives down here. They discover a lone baby doll floating in the filthy water in order to bolster this theory. A steel blade is tucked under the doll's arm. From my point of view, this could be a lure set by someone who is mentally ill. They enter deeper and discover a red clump of matted hair stuck to the wall, almost like someone's scalp. Number 2. It's 3 a.m. right now, and KG Talik, a YouTuber, gets ready to request the presence of the spirit of Bloody Mary. He switches off the lights and calls for her, armed only with a plastic hairpick from the counter. He notices movement out of the corner of his eye after the third recitation of her prohibitive name. Something on the other side hits and scrapes the shower curtain before disappearing. He allows the bottom of the tub to be visible to demonstrate that it is indeed empty. Even though it takes all of his strength to stay in the room and continue the ritual, he doubles down and says her name 3 times more. She's even more enraged this time.
Bloody Mary. Bloody...
The shower curtain swishes as though someone on the other side is waiting. However, when he pulls it back, no one is to be discovered. Number 1. Because this YouTuber works in an office building that has a reputation for being spooked, he looks forward to until after dark to begin filming a video for his channel. The lights are turned off at random at 3 a.m. If you look carefully, you can see a shadowy figure darting across the doorway moments before. A short time later, the speakers in the next room begin to play a haunting melody on their own. See his reaction and let me know if you believe he's surprised or if this happened on its own.
Oh, I think you can time it or something.
No, I can't freaking time it.
Just as things were returning to normal, the lights went out again, and if you look carefully, you'll notice a figure with long hair over its face standing in the doorway. Thanks for checking out this video. Be sure to subscribe because I upload a new video every day. Or if you're still not convinced, here are some of my other videos that I think you'd like. Enjoy.